Hello, and welcome back to this tiny little corner of the world. Now, we actually have a slight issue with this in terms of bonsai, which is that I've kind of connected everything. So I need more things to connect, but I don't have the money to build more things to connect. So let's just run this in fast forward. We should see things like Little Set Haven should start growing it. And actually, that's a good point. What we should do is see what we need to do to make Little Set Haven grow. So, Little Set Haven had, and towns can grow along B roads. So we have this. So there'd be a link 15 tunnel out to here. And in fact, no, I don't want to do that. So I don't want it to grow over the road. So just wasted a bunch of money on that. Never mind. Let the accelerated time sort of continue on with its thing. So you can build B road out across here. And then put a depot. Oh. That would help if I'd got it the right way round, really, wouldn't it? So Little Set Haven is growing along there. And hopefully, if I've got this right, it should grow along here. I'm just going to pull this out as a little bridge along here. Yes, so you can see it's building now. So that the town built the concrete road that's out there. So this Little Set Haven is sort of growing. This is something that kind of happens with these bonsai maps. Is eventually the towns grow and sort of take over the whole maps. And so we can see here little where town is sort of Windminster is building a sort of prong up towards that. Little Town is growing quite nicely, making a little bit of money as well. So we kind of want these industries to increase. So they're increasing a bit too. So we want to keep an eye on all of these. Now, I think we're looking for any industries which are transporting less than kind of 67%. So they're all at 67. Oh, Printing Works. Although Printing Works is just not issuing that much because there's not that much to transport. Bully Q1, there's lots of things going on here, aren't there? So, 61%, then 67%. So this tends to drop a bit, but I'm not so worried about the secondary industries. It's the primary industries. I want them to be up above 60% or so, and because I want them to be increasing. Really, what I want is to build statues. So, the statue 187,000. So, let's see how many industries this improves. So there may be some industries which just don't have a local authority. We can build statues in. They should be able to build some statues in here. So then there's just Little Town, which I need a statue in. Actually, yes, you see that building those statues is immediately up to the Lockheed Constellation. I missed it. I actually wanted to use that. Let's go for another year. Do this bonsaiing and fast forward. The year yet. Let's see if I can replace those. I have the constellation. No, they don't have the constellation yet. They would like the constellation when it comes along. Come on, you. They've already built my statue before this. It's a Little Town. I'm going to build a statue. But oh yes, there we go. So that's quite expensive. So we'll start releasing it. It'll be a while before that gets replaced. So it will eventually get replaced. Yes, wow, that's growing. That's growing rather speedily. It's still only 105 days. Just growing rather speedily because you've got it in fast forward, obviously. How did you not spot that? Now, can I link this up here? So just have this road sort of come around here. And then come along here. Yes, we can link that. Nice little loop of road. Now, I think we have town roads coming along soon. No, town roads possibly 1950s. Given I made this road set and I just forget. So, and the AC Regent 2s. So let's do some replacing of these because there's probably some newer and better vehicles. So, the Leyland Tiger, I think, can become the Bristol L. This is the Regent 1, become Regent 2. Then I say so, I will leave. at least that many busts. So, oh, we've got the Mammoth Major. That's going to improve things up a bit. The Badger's a little bit old, so we can leave the Sentinels doing their thing. There it is. So these are all increasing. Now, let's go have a look at the industries again. There's a little Sethaven Farm is just too far out. So that's going to stay at 60 sort of percent. But these are all doing quite well. Forest actually doing immensely well. I think that's just because it's got brand new vehicles. That therefore is sort of making it happier about the state of the world. So let's set him. That's interesting actually. So that is doing kind of 70%. So I think that is, the ratings are excellent. Okay, so the ratings are fairly good. The printing works actually is struggling now. So we need more boats. Let's boat this. Oh yes, definitely need more boats. Do some more boatage. I think just one more boat. And this should do. This is anything else transporting less than it should be. Well, the print works obviously we know, so this could transport it. So the oil refinery, yes. The oil refinery, just nothing much is happening there. So look at the oil wells. The oil wells are actually a little bit low, but they're still transporting lots. So these should increase in production. Because why do they increase in production? Because if you transport actually more than 2/3 of the cargo, and the oil station rate is about 2/3, you transport more than 2/3 of the cargo, and the default industries increase production. So basically they reach an equilibrium point where they're okay. So we need another train on here. That's going to be a little bit of a challenge. And make sure we actually have enough trains on here. So we're destroying my depot for this. Possibly. And it actually might work out. And actually, these are not that long, are they? So we could go for building longer trains. And that might be the solution actually. Is rather than trying to overdo it with the how many trains we have. And we could just build longer trains so that. And this knocks that in that depot. So that's in the depot. And now things are going very badly with the trains, but let's look at what we've got. So things have moved on a bit since we last looked at this. So the STW 5700 was designed 20 years ago. Do we have anything? Yes, Q1s. So the Q1 is probably a reasonable one to build. So I'm going to upgrade this to Q1s. I'm also going to maybe say let's go for. So what's the grain, wheat even? So wheat. These are at 2.9. So I'm actually going to kind of deal over wagons. So let's have 5 of those. And let's look at livestock we can have of those. SCV cattle vans. Yes, that gives us some stuffing that's 3.8 tiles long. So I send this to the depot. And they then clone this train here. In fact, I also do the same with this one. Oops. Let's clone the correct train, that would help. So there we go. So we'll just upgrade the train on this, make these longer trains, and that should be enough. Here we go. Very sound. Oh yes, because I've been doing science, so you don't have any sound effects. Let's have a few sound effects. Let's increase those and make this a little bit more. Give this a little bit more life. It's like those little sort of units that you can get for model trains, which make them make sort of chuffs and rumbles and various sort of trains going about their business type sounds. There we go. That's all good. We've got the Mammoth Majors doing their thing there. And they've probably got slightly too many of them because they have more capacity. Actually, no. Since they've got slightly too many of them. This forest has kind of turbocharged itself a bit. So let's buy some more mammoths. Let's get those on route. should help with the paper mill doing its thing. So, oh yes, yes. In fact, goods have got even worse. So we really need a proper kind of conveyor belt of ships for this. Let's have another 2. Lots of ships. There we go. How about this? 276 tons of coal. Oh, that one's still fine. What are we doing with this? This is still fine. And those constellations are doing okay, so this is still fine. Oh, the paper rating is good. Right. But let's have a look at our station. Let's see how our stations are doing. So Little Wittown is not great. So, and waiting cargo value, total waiting cargo. So there's food waiting here, there's oil waiting here. And that's got a train that's coming to it, so that's going to be fine. And 85,000 as well. So I don't think this train doesn't have that much more than that. There's 160,000. So, well, we've still got a little way to go with oil. Oh, these aircraft are doing okay. Yeah. And why is that happening? Does not accept food. Oh, yes, this accepts food. And they don't know why that is like that. And let's just clone that aircraft. Maybe we just need more aircraft. Oh, maybe it just doesn't make enough money. Yes. Yes, the aircraft's not making enough money. The 45 tons of food isn't really enough. So that's well, yes, that's okay. We want to do something kind of bold here. Something kind of mad. And build a railway all the way across there. Ooh, that's an interesting idea, isn't it? What do I have that's got lots of tractive effort? And just engines. Let's see that's got lots of power and tractive effort. This. The coronation has lots of power, not lots of tractive effort. Actually, it's pretty tractive effort here as well. And merchant navy is there, 140, 130. So what have we got in tractive effort? This Licky Benker has lots of power, lots of tractive effort. And the CC Electric is quite good as well. Let's maybe build CC Electric to food, so I can just do that. Let's see if I can bring this up here. A nice little station, kind of at the top here. So there we go. So that's going to be a sort of a goodsy type station. Let's see what we can do. Through loading station we go through this. Let's do just good station A. Let's have a couple of fixtures first. Let's do a little fixture here. Just sort of a little road above the airport. Snow aware. I'm not sure I like the look of that. Let's have a crane. That looks a bit nicer. And then maybe some sort of little open warehouse. If I can find a nice little open warehouse. Facilities. There we go. It's not a fixture, it's a facility. I'm always never quite good with the naming of these things in ISR. Okay. So let's have a nice little goods station. Let's do the low goods station. So a 1x4 up here. And then we're good to go. Ooh, that's a little bit too much. And so it's going to go 2 tiles up here. And then that's going to immediately go down there. That's maybe a little bit over the top. And so let's see if we can go around here. Ooh. And this, we can increase that up there. Ooh. And apparently I can't do that. Can I? So I can do that, but I can't do that. Oh no, of course, the reason I can't do that is because it actually needs to be some flat piece of land, doesn't it? So maybe this. This. Oh, that actually has to go down there. And then this would have to come round here. So, and there we go. This is going to be a proper switchback around here. Now that I have a problem. Oh no, I can do that. It will let me get away with that. Ooh, excellent. So I wonder if I can just drop that a bit down. And no, I can't drop that down there. And then that needs to go up a bit if I do that. So, and they kind of just want to keep going down. And they can't raise that or lower it. I might not be able to do what I want to do. So this is going to have to go sort of around the hill like this for a little bit. And then maybe go down here. And there we go. That's nice. There. That's working. Can we drop this hill down? Ooh. The little bit extreme. Too much there. They will. Apparently I can't click again. Okay. So this, if I do this, if I build this up a little bit like that, and that can then go across there. Oh, there we go. That's not too bad. It's not going to be very efficient, but length 9 bridge. Do a length 9 bridge, or we can put a little island in the middle. And let's see, what do we got? So, this nice suspension bridge, yeah. And the suspension bridge across the bay. I mean, there's no point, it's not going to be some double tracked or anything. So, there we go. So we could have a station just here, next to the airport. I have absolutely nowhere where I can put a signal box. This really is going to have to be, for now, just one station. Don't even have anywhere I can put a depot. Wow. Not on top of this tunnel, not on top of there. maybe I can put it just in the middle of the hills or something like that. No, the depot's going to actually have to go up here on this. Then the train's going to have to go all the way down and then all the way back up. And now I can do this with the CC electric. No, I'm going to go steam. I'm going to go with the so sort by power. This is somewhere up near the top, so we should have the merchant navy. We should have the Licky Banker somewhere around here. So this is 2100. This is 1709Q. There we go. So I'm going to buy that. And then I'm going to show so it's food that we want. And so this siphon van is quite, well, no point having a van that does epic speed because our train doesn't do epic speed. So there, 243 tons of food. So this is going to be this will very slowly move food. This is going to be more moving your frozen food, the already melted that these people don't have the microwave for. There we go. There's a little by 1 pixel error there. Those you need to do some lining with the tracks. Again, no, that's that I've not noticed. And so yes, tracks really need to work. Tracks always need to work. All these graphics sets, they just constantly need to work. Wonder why that one's not a problem. That one. Oh, because this one's on the foundation. So because this is actually a foundation, and they have slightly different rules on which shows where. So I think so. Anyway, let's not worry too much about the alignments of tracks. We can come back to that in a while. So this is now going to go here. It's going to load more foods. This should improve the ratings of the food, which is actually very good anyway. There's more this will make us more profit from it. Okay, so how are reducers doing? Ooh, and this also is not very good for. This is a bit unpopular. I wonder. So could I just have a... And now I want to probably link this up to there. So I'm going to have a little bit of lorryage there. No. And this is a problem because what I actually want is for this to go around there. But that's not going to work. And this may actually have to be a really big steep hill. So we're going to need some powerful lorries to deal with this. Little put out centrals. So yes, that actually does accept goods. Do we have a depot anywhere near here? We don't, but let's put one up. Oh, that's what I could have done with for the food, but never mind. So what have I got? What have I got that's got lots of power and attractive efforts? And so the Behemoth Major, probably. Refit that to goods. So just put a few more goods up here. 48 crates. It's actually takes quite a few goods, so hopefully the goods are fairly light. That a fairly frequent road vehicle service should improve the ratings of that station. Yes. There we go. So saying there's nothing to do. There's lots to do. We just had to build some statues, and that opened up a whole world of things that could possibly go wrong with our little bonsai. Okay, that's not so bad. So there we go. So what oil refinery is now down to sort of nothing, but that's good. No oil has arrived. Now, these are all fairly good. The oil wells are not perfect. Oh yes, this could do with another train. Load on this. I get to just pop this. Oops, no, I don't want to click there. Ah, yes, landscaping toolbar. I'm just going to pop that there. Just build one little more tile of oil station. And then I'm going to do the same here. And destroy that. Just bring this out to make this double track. Ooh, no. Oh, that's a problem, isn't it? Because I need more than just that. You'd actually need another 2 there. And because as well as making this double track, I also need to signal it. Oh, that's the problems of being able to get in the depot. There's a quite nasty 90-degree turn there. Oh well. Oh well, we will live. It wouldn't be too bad. And let's skip that train. And they're going through there. There we go. And there we go. Then just going to put some path signals on here. It's a little bit early for electric signals, but let's do it anyway. And I'm going to say let's clone the train here. And they're just going to have another one of those. Maybe I would want a longer train, but that should do. That should be okay. Let that run for a little bit. So this should improve the ratings of the oil. The oil refinery is still pretty poor. The printing works is still pretty poor. Because the ships should be improving. And I think if the ships do actually full load, and then they take long enough going to Windminster, so nothing happens now. These trucks, how are these doing? So these are loading. Because yes, because I think an oil train kind of comes and then there's so many goods for these to load. Although these aren't loading anything yet. And why is that not happening? Because they're all going to this huge ship, which sits 360 crates. Okay. And there we go. The ratings of this should really be getting better. Not sure why they're so down in the doldrums. There we go. That's better. So everything now has quite decent rating. Oh, the coal mine is the worst. It's now shipping 220 tons of coal. So, yeah, these go quite slow. These will need more powerful vehicles on this eventually. So this one is not too bad. And this probably needs a better train. Though, yeah, it's still spending most of its time. Carrier Bantam there. The articulated vehicle. I wonder. Though I don't want to use an articulated vehicle for this sort of steep hill, so I'm going to leave that be. Okay, so not looking too bad. This food train, how's this doing? So that is actually profitable. That's quite good. I'm quite happy with that. This is now transporting more wheat and more livestock, so this should be increasing production. Okay, this is all looking very, very good. At least moderately good, I suppose. So we do need more money. I really need to get to a point where I can start funding industries, which is very hard to do with a bonsai map because distances are low and the profits are low, and therefore the money doesn't really stack up in the way that it does with a smaller map. But here we go. It's building up. We are making some money. We look at our profit last year, where I didn't do much. Yes, 250,000 a year. That's about 240,000 a year. It's not to get over optimistic about what we're doing, which will improve as these industries sort of produce more. It still takes us a little while to get the printing works fully occupied. Yes, partly because so these trains should be doing a better job than they're doing, but there we go. They're obviously not. Maybe. I mentioned the trains waiting, so are we worried about them waiting? let's say through this middle section, not really too much waiting going on. Maybe we could make this more efficient, so we could start building this out a bit more. So there we go. That's going to go through there. It's going to go through there. It's going to go there. Ooh, and there, that's a bit of a problem, isn't it? Oh no, because that doesn't have to go through there, so that can have its signal there. And then this can be... In fact, this can be a even bigger peninsula out of here, because what this can do is this can go like this. Now we'll be able to get a full train into there, because that would be a problem. And that could be a problem if we can't, so I'm just going to build this out a bit as well. And in fact, this is now not needed. So no, that's fine, because this is not needed here. So yes, we can by default get a full train into there. Okay, let's build that out as well. Make that sort of nice and even across there. That's waiting to get into the farm station, but that's okay. It's now almost efficient going through here. Yes, there we go. That's a nice bit of the bonsai, I think, and I shall leave that there. I think we've done a decent amount of bonsai. Well, it's a nice mountain route going up here, and we've got trains and boats and things. We've all got fairly good station ratings now, so I think I shall leave it there. And next time I have some ideas for what I want to do with this, I shall pick this back up, and I shall possibly see you for that.